Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and today I'm back with another draft on Magic Arena. And today we're jumping back into a Ravnica mixer draft. We did one of these the other day. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to try to go a little bit harder on the on my plan here. So last time we ended up with a pretty cool gates deck, but we didn't have quite enough gates to pull it off. So this time, I'm going to prioritize taking gates out of this first pack, Guilds of Ravnica, because I think this is the weakest set of the three sets. So I just want to take gates, because they're going to help my mana and help me play the good cards I open in the second and third packs. Gates and removal are what I'm going to prioritize in this first pack, unless I get a bomb. Venerated Loxodon, while a good card, not a bomb. I'm not taking it here. So I need to choose between District Guide, which goes and gets a land or a gate, or Gateway Plaza, or the Izzet Guildgate. I think I'm actually going to take Izzet Guildgate over Gateway Plaza, just because Gateway Plaza is fine, but you don't want too many of them. They can be awkward, but the Guildgate is always going to be making my deck. So I'm going to take gates early, so that later on I can take the powerful cards from the second pack, the Ravnica Allegiance pack, that deal with gates. So I want as many Gatebreaker Rams, Gateway Colossuses, and Gates of Blazes as I can get. And the blue card, the Informant, the one that draws you cards. So again, in this pack, there's no removal. There's like Selective Snare, some random cards. I want to wheel this Garrison Sergeant, but I'm just going to take the Boros Guildgate. Here, there's an Unexplained Disappearance, which I would happily play. There's a Swath Cutter Giant, which is okay. Chemister's Insight is actually pretty good. Direct Current's an okay removal spell. But again, I'm just going to take this gate. I'm going to snap up all the gates I can in this first pack. So here we actually get Beacon Bolt, which is a decent removal spell since it has Jumpstart. So I think I'm going to take the Beacon Bolt. Yeah. Notion Rain's a good card too, but black is the color I think I'm least likely to actively have cards in. I think I'm most likely to be a blue, red, green deck at the core, with some white maybe. So we'll take the Beacon Bolt. No gate in this pack either, kinda sucks. Direct Current's a nice removal spell. And that's kind of it. Sinister Sabotage is okay, but if I'm playing gates, it's going to be off color a little. So we'll take this Direct Current. I'm not like super duper into this pick, but we'll see. Maximize altitude and maximize velocity in the same pack. That's cute. Yeah, nothing really here for me. I'll take the Giant because I'm likely to be able to play it. And it's an okay finisher. Oh, actually, no, there's Muse Drake. I'm going to take the Muse Drake, sorry. This is a good blocker. It draws me a card when I play it. That's what I want. So, 2 removal spells, a card that cantrips, and 3 gates so far. It's an okay start. Just want more gates. That's what I'm here for. And there's an Izzet Guildgate with nothing else that I'm really interested in the pack, so pretty easy pickup. Yeah, the green-black cards are open, but like I said, I don't really care what colors are open here. I'm just going to take all the good cards that I see in the next couple packs, assuming I can make my mana good enough in this first pack. There's a Deadweight, which is a decent removal spell. So I guess that will be my pick. It's either that or the Portcullis Vine, which is also just okay. Dazzling Lights can be good because it surveils. Maybe that's what I should pick. Nah, I'll take the Deadweight. there's still a decent chance it makes my deck with all the gates I hope to play. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of the 5-drop, that gets double strike if you have gates. Usually that card goes pretty late. I'll take a Collar the Culprit, and I might play it. There's the Garrison Sergeant that I wanted for Christmas, so we'll take this guy. It's a nice little 3/3 double striker. Nice top end for my deck. Wall of Mist, Loxodon Restorer, Fire Urchin. None of these cards are particularly good. I guess I'll take the Dissident. I'm decently likely to play this. I'm a little sad that the only district guide that I opened was in the first pack, and then I didn't see the ramp spell. The Circuitous Route. That would have been a nice one to pick up. But it wasn't meant to be. So we'll move into the second pack with some Grixis cards going on, I guess. The white cards are kind of sort of free. I don't know. Our mana's okay. So we'll see. We'll just see where we end up. I really like that Arena does these kind of random fun draft formats while waiting for, like, in between standard sets. I think it's a fun way to say goodbye to one standard format and say hello to another one. We might play Fire Urchin. It's like a decent card in our colors so far. Probably not playing any of these. I'll take the Locket just in case. Not playing these cards. Okay. Any bomb we take. I'm taking another Hydroid Crisis. It's a really good card. There's nothing really else in this pack that I'd want to take. None of, like, Acrobat's good. Don't get me wrong. This card's good, but it's not better than Hydroid Crisis. Summary Judgment's fine. And then there's the Guild Gate. And the Slime Bind, I guess. But yeah, we're just taking Hydroid Crisis. This pack, we've got Verity Circle, which can be good, but it's kind of slow. Then some black cards. Law Mage's Binding is pretty okay. Am I taking this Verity Circle? Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't attacking, I get to draw a card, and then I can tap creatures with it. I think it's a powerful card. I'm just trying to figure out if I want it over, like, just a removal spell. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I just want the removal spell. Come on, some good Simic cards, please. Simic cards and Rakdos Guild Gates would be good. Kaya, but also Sharktocrab. Okay, so Kaya is a 3-mana planeswalker. You can exile up to 2 cards from a single graveyard and gain life. You can exile a non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less, or Kaya deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile. So Kaya is not very good in draft because she only kills things with mana value 1 or less. So I think I'm going to pass Kaya also. I think I'm just taking another Sharktocrab. Get the points, a good removal spell. I want Simic Guildgate, obviously, to help cast my Crisis. But I think I'm okay with this Sharkdo Crab. It's a really powerful uncommon. So here there's Open the Gates and the Simic Guild Gate. I think I'd rather have the Simic Guild Gate. And nothing else. Snatch up that gate. I'm really hoping we can get one of the gate paths still. 4 packs to go. If we don't, we just have this weird deck. Simic Ascendancy. Whenever we put a +1/+1 counter on something, we put that many Ascendancy counters on this. And then if it has 20 or more counters on it, we win the game. It's not very good in draft. It's kind of slow. Incubation Incongruity is okay. There's another gate, but there's also Sphinx's Insight, which is a nice draw spell. I'm really trying to decide if this gate or this insight. I'm going to take the gate. Just stay on target. I'm going to need to start taking creatures one of these times. I can move counters around if I take the Combine Guild Mage, which doesn't do a ton. I guess it lets me activate Sharkdo Crab a bunch of times. Maybe that's good enough. I'm either taking that or the Rebel Belt Runner at this point. 3-mana 3/3 or 2-mana 2/2 that can move counters. I think I'll take the Combine Guild Mage. Quench seems okay here. I'm not a Wilderness Wreck deck. So yeah, Quench seems okay. We didn't get there. No counter thingies. Or no gate payoffs. We can remove a counter from a creature we control and it deals 2 damage to any target. The only creatures with counters right now are Sharkdo Crab and Hydroid Krasis. So I wonder if taking just like this thing is better. I think it probably is on average. Slimebind here or the Rakdos Guild Gate. If I take Rakdos Guild Gate, I can maybe play a black card. I don't know if I need to play a black card, so I think I'm going to take the Slimebind. Big thing that's all colors and has protection for or hexproof for monocolored or a 6/5. Kind of just want this thing. Scuttlegator is good too. We've got plenty of top end now. Don't really need more top end. This cycles, so that might get in the deck. This might get in the deck. That's playable. Okay. Now again, we can take almost anything. And actually we opened a really good card here. Dreadhorde Invasion's fine. That's not what I'm going to be taking. Jaya's really good. Jaya comes down and deals 3 to 2 things. And just hangs around for our direct currents and beacon bolts to do more later on. There's also Invade the City, but Invade the City is not very good. It's a pretty easy Jaya for me.
I can turn anything to ash.
Next, we get what? Grateful Apparition proliferates a bit. We've got another Invade the City. Angrass says creatures we control have menace and makes a 2/2, and then either makes another 2/2 or a 4/4. And we can just play Angrath on red mana. We don't need black, so this can just be a double red spell. Not that. Band Together's still good. We don't have a ton of creatures. I think I just want to take this Angrath. I'm not black, so I can't take this Spark Harvest. Silent Submersible. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Crew 2. Oh, Rescuer Phoenix is pretty good. Lets you reset planeswalkers and stuff. The Submersible is going to be a little awkward to cast for us. So I think I'm just going to take this. A very high mana cost deck. Even Eternal is a great card. We'll take the Even Eternal. Yeah, nothing else here for us. Don't want Storm the Citadel. This is just like an overrun effect. Don't need that. Gleaming Overseer is also a very nice card, but we're not black. Pollen Bright Druid might be okay. Yeah. We'll take Pollen Bright Druid. Arboreal Grazer. All-Star and Standard. Okay in my deck, because I have so many tap lands. No Escape's a counterspell. Crush Descent's a counterspell. Don't think I want too many counterspells. I think I'm actually taking this Arboreal Grazer. And I think it's unironically going to be pretty good in this deck. I don't know if I want another one. I could take Sarkhan's Catharsis. Or this Callous Dismissal. Let's see. I think I want the Catharsis more. It's close, though. This one's very bad, right? It steals a creature and deals 2 to something for 6 mana. It's a lot of mana. Just a bunch of expensive things here. Nothing that I really want. I'll take another Catharsis, but it's too expensive for me to play a second one. Snare Spinner might be what I want. Just another cheap creature to hold off until the end game. I'll take and Invade the City and probably not play it. I think our deck's basically done here. And we're not playing any of these cards. Well, that didn't really end up the way I wanted it to go. But I have a lot of gates, so my mana's pretty good. So I can play all these cards pretty easily. It's just, do I want to play all these cards? I think so. I think I have plenty of cards to play. And I ended up with enough cheap creatures to help me out, but jeez. What a draft. I got so many gates and just didn't find a single gate payoff. And at the end of the day, we just need 2 cuts here. I need to cut one of these 4-drops. I have way too many 4-drops. I think the incubation incongruity is not super great. This does find a creature for 1 mana, so like it can dig for Crisis or something, but I have lots of high power cards, so I don't think I need it. And then it might be the Caller the culprit, just because it's awkward and it makes my mana better if I don't have it. If I don't play it, I can just play the 1 planes. And then 3/3/4 sounds about right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. 3, 4, 5, 6 red. Might need more red than that. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 green. So 7 green seems fine. Kind of want another red, though. I actually think I'd go up a red. So 7 blue, 4, 5, 6, 7 red, and 3, 4, 5, 6 green. And then the 3 white. Yeah, I think this is the deck. It's got a bunch of random stuff. I went in with a plan and didn't really get paid off, but you know, sometimes that happens. But I'd rather have a 6 mana 4/5 or this Rebel Belt Recluse. Kind of feeling iffy on the Recluse. So I kind of want to cut the Recluse and either add this Arlen's Wolf or something else. Another Catharsis. It's a lot of expensive removal spells. What do we think? Maybe the Recluse is fine. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be attacking it all the time, though. It's the problem. I'll take the Manticore just because it puts lots of bodies on the battlefield. Yeah. We're gonna try this. Let's hop into a couple games. Alright, Vizier. Let's see if our deck that had a plan. We had a really, really good plan, but it just did not really come together. Let's see if we can do something. Actually, this hand looks fine. We can cast all our spells. If we find an untapped land, we can just go Druid into Eternal. If not, we can just wait on the Druid. Oh yeah, we're just waiting. We're just chilling. We're gonna play Aven Eternal next turn. It's gonna be good. Ooh, the slime. It bubbles. Oh my god. Okay, we've drawn 3 non-lands in a row. Love to draw a land next turn. Lands for the rest of the game would be great. Maybe not the game, but, you know, for the next however many turns. I just want lands. Cool, they can kill my guy, that's fine. I wouldn't mind waiting on the Pollen Bright Druid so I can pump up Jaya. I'd love to find a gate this turn, please. One of your finest gates. Oh, come on. Kept a 3-land hand and drew 4 non-lands in a row. I think I just say no attacks. I'm planning on Law Mage's binding this thing. Let's see what our opponent's got in store for us. They've got a 4/4. Yep. Do I just Law Mage's binding this turn? Probably. Just get that out of here. Oh. Are you serious? All of these amazing big things that I can't cast. But at least I have Rubble Belt Runner. It's a decent sized body. Okay, it's okay. I'm going to... What am I doing? I don't think I can afford to not play the Pollen Bright Druid, but I'm wondering if I attack with the Rebel Boat Runner first. Probably not. I'll just put a +1/+1 counter on itself and pass. Any land lets us cast Sharkdo Crab, and then any land after that lets us play Jaya, or this or the Catharsis, and then we're fine. We're fine if we can get there. Looks like our opponent's not doing much either, though. Gosh, I want them to attack. If they attack, I'll trade these two things for the conch. Go. Jeez, this is terrible. So bad. Games like this are so frustrating. I just don't have any decisions to make. I'm just sitting here waiting for our opponent to make decisions. And yeah, there's nothing to do other than watch the blob. Oh geez, that's so silly. Okay, opponent, what are you doing? Same attacks as last turn? No, we're doing nothing. Okay, found a land. That's good. They have mana open, though. So I think I'm going to run out the Frenzied Arinx before the Sharkdo Crab. If they're going to counter something, I'd rather them counter this. Cool. I mean, they could still have a removal spell for it, for sure. But, no, nothing. They just had 6 mana, did nothing. Sounds good to me. This card doesn't do what I thought it did. Oh no. I forgot that this card was bad. Okay, I'll change that after this game. I'm sure somebody watching was yelling at me like, Andrew, you need to read Sarkhan's Catharsis. I assumed this was a 5 damage deal 5 to a creature. That's not what this card says. This is bad Lava Axe. So we'll take this card out of our deck and put a playable card in instead. Nothing. Well, we missed on lands again, so we're just going to play Sharkdo Crab. Still no attacks. Sure. Whisper Agent's a good card. They surveilled to the top. There's a little tooltip thing. Doesn't work for surveil. I mean, I guess the options are put it on top or put it in the graveyard, and they did not put it in the graveyard, so that's fine, but it's silly to watch the scry thing pop up when you're surveilling. I think board states like this are actually really good for our deck, and that's because we have some really powerful creatures here to work towards in all the colors that we have, right? So we just have good cards up here. Not all of our opponents are going to be able to match that, right? Because we were picking good cards from 4 colors. Other people were only picking good cards from 2 colors. Cool. They have a 4/7 hexproof unblockable. It's kind of annoying. Cool. Found an untapped land. We can just slam Jaya. Like Jaya minus on something is fine here. Garrison Sergeant's fine this turn also. Let's just run out the Garrison Sergeant, I think. Do I want to start attacking with anything yet? Like, I could attack with the Rebel Bolt Runner now. And if they trade Whisper Agent with it, I think I'm fine with that. Because I've got these 4/4s holding down the fort now. I'm fine with that. Here's Garrison Sergeant, go. Now I've got a big double striker. It can attack past anything but the Humongulus, so if they want to attack, well, they can't attack. They can't attack if they, unless they want this to attack them. The Aranx can start attacking soon. I guess I need to kill a Crunch before it can attack. But once I do that, it can attack. Interesting. Direct current. Narset's reversal. Direct current. So they copied it, but they returned it to its hand. Yeah, so they like spade. They paid 5 mana to kill my 2/2 and be able the chance to be able to do it again. I mean, yeah, that works, I guess. Crisis. Okay. So I think it's Jaya time. Jaya's gonna shoot the Crunch, deal.
You're not exactly a quick learner, are you?
Oh, another red source. Read the cards. Jeez. I thought Jaya dealt. I thought she pumped herself, but she doesn't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm bad at reading cards tonight, I guess. Honestly, if they're spending their direct currents on Jaya, I think I'm okay with that. I think that that's going to work out best for everybody. I found my Crisis, so if I find one more land, I can Crisis for 4. This can start attacking.
Come find me.
Yeah.
You want a rematch?
Fine. Found an untapped land, so now I can attack with this. The problem with that, though, is that they can just block with that. So what if I go Snare Spinner this turn, and then plan on adapting the Sharkdo Crab? Okay, so I'll pass the turn. I'll adapt Sharkdo Crab on end step to tap down the Crunch. It's a good draw. They get to refuel a little bit. We've got a bit of a face-off here. Okay. They're putting up a fight. They can't attack with anything. This is gonna tap down that. Go to combat. This can attack. They don't actually block, right? With their Humongulus? Really? Easy trade. Super happy with that. So I'm very happy with that because they had this giant hexproof thingy that none of my other creatures could attack through. Now the Sharkdo Crab is the biggest thing on the battlefield. It can start attacking. Okay, Crackling Drake's big. That does scare me a little bit. But still, Sharkdo Crab's in a good spot on this battlefield. Okay. Found another land. Let's go ahead and attack with the Sharkdo Crab and see what happens. No blocks. That's what I like to see. So Beacon Bolt does nothing right now. Really, Beacon Bolt might not be any good in our deck either. I didn't really check to see how many instants and sorceries we had. I just assumed it would be fine. I think I just Krasis here, right? Krasis for 5, draw 2 cards. Seems fine. And now, what can they do? They might have a removal spell. Hope not, but they might. They can attack with Crackling Drake. I won't block this turn. I'll look to try to line up a double block next turn with Muse Drake plus Snare Spinner. They have to be careful not to just die in the backswing. They don't know I have this Lava Axe in my hand. Okay. Spy makes the mass zombie fly. That's cute. These cards are really good in the format, or in their own set, so it makes sense that they'd be good here. What's your plan, opponent? They're trying to figure out what they want to attack with. They can't really afford to attack with the Crunch, because Hydroid Crisis can block it. Though I guess Crater Maker would kill it then. And they just decide to do nothing. Okay. What do I do here? I can Muse Drake to try to draw another spell I can cast this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can just shoot them in the face and then kill their 1/1. Turning this into a 3/3 could be good too. Yeah, I think I'm okay just running out the Manticore here. And is the Krasis attacking? Attacking through the Crackling Drake. I think I'll just keep hanging. Sure, that's a great draw. Our opponent's deck is again... It's the second time they've had a card draw spell that's just been excellent for them. Alright, what's the play now? Anything? Now we're attacking with Crackling Drake, huh? I think I'm just saying no blocks. I'm going to crack back with Krasis and see how much we get done. There's the Sphinx that lets us reset either Sharkdo Crab or Krasis. Let's go to combat. Attack with Krasis. They have Slime Bind. Okay. Well, then I'm glad I want to Rescuer Sphinx it. So I'll do this, pick up my Krasis. And then pass the turn. Now this can trade with the Crackling Drake. I'm going to shoot their face on end step to put an instant in my graveyard for Beacon Bolt. But yeah, I'm definitely going to retool my deck a little bit after this game. The Beacon Bolt's got to go. This Catharsis has got to go. I've got a couple cheap green creatures that I can put into my deck. If they choose haste... no. Okay. I was going to say, if that comes out with haste, then Beacon Bolt can actually do something. What's the play now? Flashback Insight, you got it. I still imagine that they can't really attack. The Sphinx will just block the Drake if they try to attack. And then I've got the ground covered also. Yep. Looks like they're just done. Just gonna boop them for 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now this is a crisis for 8. Draw 4 cards. Sounds great to me. Wonder why they niced me. They knew that was coming. Ooh, creatures have menace. That might win me the game. That's going to win me the game? I'm still not attacking. So let's see. They have 3 flying blockers. I have 2 flying attackers. One of them has flying and trample. So I can just go Angrath and then attack with my flyers next turn. And that should be enough. With the direct current. Yeah, that flies now too. Cool. If I can kill this, that would help. I don't know if I'll ever be able to kill that though. So let's see. I can shoot this. Or shoot them. Beacon bolt this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other mana. Sure. Okay, let's do some math here. On my turn, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So, on my turn, I can play Angrath, direct current that, shoot that, and then they have 1, 2, if I kill both those things, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 4 blockers. They can only block 2 of my things. And this won't do anything. So I think they're just dead. If I say no blocks. Pretty sure this works. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Direct current targets this. Beacon bolt targets this. Angrath. So now this can't be blocked. I can activate its ability. And then they can only block 2 creatures. So I have an extra creature even. And that should do it. The power of Hydrate Crisis. See, they can double block, and then they'll still take 8 plus 5, so 13. Our opponent's just figuring it out. And I can't blame them for taking the time to figure it out. Because this kind of came out of nowhere, but they are dead. And you know what? That Sarkhan's catharsis was integral in me winning this match. No, I don't know. I don't know if it actually was. I think I could have won easily if Oh, that thing had reach. They could have blocked Krasis there. If these two had blocked Krasis. Sure. I think they were still dead. Well, regardless, I did win the game. Really long game. I'll be back for more in just a sec. So after that monster of a game 1, we learned that we had this card, which is bad, and Beacon Bolt, which is bad for our deck, in the deck, which was a deck building mistake on my part. So instead, I've got a totally lost, which is actually a removal spell, and then an incubation incongruity, which should help us actually dig for like Krasis or the things we're using to win the game. So we made those changes. Let's get back into the games. All right. Next game against MSI. We have 3 basics, but these basics can cast almost all of our cards. So I think we're going to keep. This direct current's going to be a late game direct current, I think. I don't think I want to fire off the incubation incongruity this turn. I could look for a creature, but I have some creatures I want to play, so I'm fine just hanging out. Quench is a nice draw. We get to quench something this turn, and then next turn play Aven Eternal. Yeah, we'll quench this. Okay, are we going to have the same problem last time? Where we kept a 3-land hand on the draw and haven't hit a land yet? Sure seems like it. Cool. That's exactly what happened. We'll attack for 2 here. And I guess we'll run out Combine Guild Mage. They're gonna... Oh. Sure. Uh-huh. I just expected them to floop their Incubation Druid. Instead, they just made this massive thing. So we'll just take 9, I guess. We can turn it into a frog, which is kind of cool. Can't win games if you miss land drops. I'm not sure how we're winning this game now. Totally Lost can also deal with Vitu-Ghazi pretty easily. But I'm not drawing lands to get towards it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I can Snare Spinner to block the Aeromunculus, but essentially be trading my turn and my Even Eternal for the Aeromunculus. And I'm chump blocking the Vitu-Ghazi. Or I frog something this turn. If I frog something this turn, I'm just giving them a 3/3. I think I need to do the Snare Spinner play. Gives me a little bit more time. Now they can attack with that? Sure. You know what? They can't block everything. If I block like this, they have to choose which one they want to eat. Yeah, they have to make a decision, I guess. And then I can keep Even Eternal alive? Sure. Let's see what they want to save here. If I were them, I'd save the Aeromunculus, I think. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Found a land. An untapped land. Which is good. Now I'm just going to run out Sharktocrab. I'll attack. So I went with Sharktocrab because if I find a tapped land this turn, I'm going to want to... Oh no. I was going to use Sharktocrab's ability to lock down Vitu-Ghazi. Now I'm chump blocking. Not great, not great. Think I'm just playing this as a 4/4. Saying go. Nah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have slime binded this turn. They didn't see it, that's fine. Yeah, that's gonna kill me, I think. So there's the guild gate. No attacks, go. So Slimebind can neutralize the Incubation Druid. Yeah, I think I just drew my lands a little too late here. So I think I can still survive, technically, if I turn this into a 3/3 and then block Incubation Druid. But if I do that, they can just proliferate to kill my thing. Yeah. Really unfortunate way to start. I liked my hand a lot and just like didn't draw lands. So I double checked. We do have 17 lands in the deck, which is what I thought. We've just had two very unfortunate games where we keep like decent hands and just draw nothing. I'm gonna keep this and probably not draw lands, but I have a 2-mana 2/2 that I can play and I can cycle with Muse Drake if I find lands. Yes. So this thing is a 1 mana 1/1 menace, and they can sacrifice creatures to put counters on it. Oh baby. Actually drawing lands. The cool thing about this card too is you can turn your own creatures into frogs. So if I ever get into a spot where they're like trying to kill one of my things, I can just like turn it into a 3/3 instead. Yep. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Cool. My turn. They probably won't block, so I think I'm just gonna run out the Muse Drake. Cool. Jaya looks pretty good here. They have two small creatures that I can kill. Vindictive Vampire is a good card. I still think I'm just gonna go Jaya minus on the Dread Malkin.
Control is what defines a master. Fire away.
And then next turn I can kill the finisher. Yeah, this is going a lot better. And it looks like I'll be able to use this to find a creature instead of turning anything into a frog. But we'll see. If I find a mountain this turn, that would be great, because then I could use the passive on Jaya with Direct Current to kill the Vindictive Vampire. That would be pretty good. Four or five trample, everything else gets trample. So let's see. I could double block the vampire and trade my Pollen Bright Druid for their vampire. Or I can block. Jaya survives. But Jaya goes to 2. I think I'd rather kill the Vindictive Vampire. I think this is fine.
Nice work out there.
Okay. I think I'm just going to cast Incubation here. Slimebind takes care of that. Direct Current can deal with that eventually. I just want to find a finisher at this point. That counts. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I can make it a 5/5 next turn. And draw 2 cards, or I can wait an extra turn after that. No blocks, take 3. Okay. Found the red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I am just going to take a turn off. Shoot that with Direct Current. And then next turn, I will play a 6/6 Krasis to draw 3 cards. And we'll be off to the races. We'll be good to go. This is my Krasis. My Krasis is nice. I'll chip in for 1. Sounds fun to me. You got my 1/3. Okay, they killed my Crisis, but look at all these cards I have. Not super concerned about that. They milled 2 lands. Oh yeah, this is fine. So let's go Combine Guild Mage plus Scuttlegator. They just played this thing, which I guess they can sacrifice the Ceratok next turn. I can just bloop the Scuttlegator and start smashing. Yeah, that sounds great to me. Yep. So next turn I can... So I don't remember if this card... So it says this turn each creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter. Do... Do they need to be entering with a +1/+1 counter for that to do anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 1, 2... So I wouldn't be able to hold up Quench if I did everything. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if I do this and then play Angrath and Amass.
Never seen water burn? If you want it, fight.
Okay, it did come in as a 3/3, so I think this would come in as a 2/4. Yep, it does. Sweet. Smash with a 9/9. It's got Menace, opponent. You need to block with 2 things. They want to just chump block and then use Spark Reaper. But they can't do that, so they have to take a giant bunch of damage there. Now they'll sacrifice that to try to draw a card. Okay, Obnixilis kills things, right? But I draw 2 cards? Yeah, it got Sharkdo Crab.
Suffer the dreams of the damned. It is just a small head.
So I can make Sharkdo Crab enter with a counter. And then its ability would activate. I shouldn't have played the land. I should have used it for direct current fodder. Okay. I want to activate Angrath's ability to turn that into a 5/5. I want to spend 2 mana to tap this and play Sharkdo Crab. Enters with a counter, tap that down. Now my stuff has Menace. I can direct current their face to give Fire Urchin +1/+0. Discard the Quench. Now this can kill Ob, this can attack them. And then next turn I can move a counter onto Sharkdo Crab to activate its ability again. Boom. There we go. That's the combo I was looking for. Sweet. Okay, jumping into another game here. Ooh, all of the mana? Yeah, we'll keep this hand. We're going to play our red and blue mana first. We're just going to chill. I want to get value out of this quench. It's not like the best thing in the world, but I'm going to quench it. I'll do this. And now I'm wishing I'd just let this resolve to direct current. It probably could have been a tiny bit better to do it that way. Direct current really doesn't do anything right now. I guess I'll make it a 2/4. Skidreel's good, and it's a problem for me. Oh, our opponent didn't even want to attack. Here's Sharktocrab. No attacks. Okay. You got me. They have another removal spell for Sharktocrab here. That could be bad. If not, Sharktocrab gets to start taking over the game, which would be great. I would like to just be able to tap their stuff down and start smashing. Okay. That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. And actually, I think I'll just run out Scuttlegator this turn. And just chill. Next turn I can go Snare Spinner plus activate Sharktocrab. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll just play the Muse Drake here. I'm not in a huge rush to activate the Sharktocrab. So I'll just keep, like, slowly... Oh no, I wanted Angrath. Okay, they kept a card on top. This has Death Touch now. Darkblade Agent is a good card. I'll say no blocks, though. Our opponent's putting up a good fight here, for sure. Let's see. I'll hit you for 1. And then I think I will just keep playing my lands because I want to be able to adapt the Scuttlegator. And I still have Hydroid Crisis in my deck. Three, 5 can't be blocked this turn. Yeah. Well, now I can just turn on Scuttlegator. Oh, and they're just chump blocking? Yeah. I should have attacked with the Muse Drake too. That's fine. opponent's deck looks good so far. And they've only drawn 5 lands, even though they've seen like 20 cards. It's going to end pretty soon. They'll start flooding, I hope. Arboreal Grazer sounds like direct current fodder right now. Crunch in for 9. Yeah, we'll just hang out. They adapt their eel. They've got a Musedrake of their own, sure. So now I can attack with Scuttlegator, and I can put damage on both eel and Skulker, and then just shoot the leftovers with direct current. They have to triple block. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Oh, they're just chumping. Sure. They have all these cards in hand and they're not playing them. I wonder if it's just lands that they're not playing. They found the Deadly Visit. Okay, there's Jaya. If I want Jaya to do anything, though, I need Jaya to survive a turn. I wonder if I just hold Jaya in hand while I wait for another red source. I'll wait for at least a turn. I wonder if they're missing a color. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, there's the other red mana. I'm getting close to just burning them out, huh? Okay. Our opponent has killed a lot of our things. Discard Prying Eyes to Radical Idea? Why? Attack for 5. Is it blocking time? What's my play next turn? My play next turn is to play Jaya. So she represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I think I say no blocks for a turn. Hexproof for monocolored, huh? That means I can't kill that? I may need to play this Arboreal Grazer. But I can't. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I know. So I can go Jaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jaya and Direct Current can kill the Skitter Eel, or can kill the Skulker. It might be better to kill the Skulker, since it can go unblockable. So if I do that, then nothing can attack past the Sphinx.
Time to face me.
Or I can shoot their face and put them to 4 and try to cheese them next turn. shoot you, hit you. You know what? I'm gonna go face. I think face is how I win the game. I think face is the place. Oh no. Really? Oh no, they can't activate it this turn. Okay, if I find an untapped land, I get to do fun stuff with this. I did not find an untapped land. So I can play this, give it haste, attack with everything. They block 2 3/3s. They don't die. But they go to 1. But I don't think I can afford to do that. I think I just like play this with a counter and play this and try to cheese them next turn somehow. Yeah, they're at 5 now. So I can make this thing a 5/5 +3/0. So an 8/5 with trample. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Lose to Ill-Gotten Inheritance and like infinite removal spells. Jeez. And then they can just pop that to kill me. What a rough loss. Well, that's okay. 2-2. Time to go on a winning streak. I actually get to go first, and my hand's awesome. I'm going to try to hold the quench this game. I like fired it off super early last game, and I really shouldn't have done that. Probably not quenching their 2-drop here, is what I'm saying. And then I say that, and they play something that draws them a card. I'm just going to quench it. If that wasn't a thing that draws them a card, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just like used Slimebind or blocked with a 3/3 or something. Okay, it's a good card. Ooh, Sharkdo Crab. I was gonna play Guildgate last game, or last turn, or this turn. But no, Sharkdo Crab better. Always Sharkdo Crab. We're just gonna get really aggressive here. Next turn I'm gonna play the Guildgate tapped, Sharkdo Crab something and smash for 8. Oh nice, a 1/1. I mean, I guess I Sharkdo Crab that. This card can be really good because it can be massive and it has haste, but not looking great for our opponent here. Cool. Sharkdo Crab, one of the best cards in the set, winning us the match. Cool. Flower Power. Time to battle. I go first with a hand of 4 and 5 drops. I can't cast any of them. Guess I mulligan? This is better. I can put the 6 drop back. Ooh, if this works out, I can play a Sharkdo Crab on turn 3. Put Guildgate into play. Mm-hmm. Come on, deck, don't fail me now. Yes. Sharkdo Crab. Sharkdo Crab. Spark Reaper's good. No match for Sharkdo Crab, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna tap down the Spark Reaper. Smash for 5. Okay. Now what do I want? I want, like, Angrath. Seems pretty good here. Don't hover my Sharkdo Crab. Just leave him alone. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Hit you for 5. Go. They can't do anything. Oh, I can reset Sharkdo Crab. Let's attack and see if they, like, triple block or something. No, just jumping. Jumping and eating. Yep. Reset Sharkdo Crab, get a 4/3 flyer. If I find an untapped land, I get to play Sharkdo Crab and hold up Slimebind. This Rescuer Sphinx is going to be tough for our opponent. I hope. Oh, that's a good card. Yeah, no blocks. Okay. Feeling a lot better now. Do I want to slime bind this now? Or wait for them to attack and slime bind something else? I think I'll do it that way. See if I can, like, bait them into making bad attacks. Okay. It's a good card. They're not going to be baited this time. Well, that means I just get to play it slow. Hit with my flyer. Play a land and pass. And then I can use Sharkdo Crab and Slimebind to take 2 creatures out of the equation, basically. And Sphinx might just win us the game. It looks like they're digging. That's what I like to see. Land and... Can you take my Sphinx off the table? Gonna try to attack you for lethal. Sacrifice itself to gain a life. And getcha. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Gold 2. Nice. Alright, getting into this game against Brian P. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I don't have blue mana, but I have a removal spell and a 3/3. This card's actually really good. Like, a 3 mana 3/3 is just fine. So, this hand looks fine. There's nothing, like, super powerful in it, but it can do some stuff. My plan is just to run out the runner on turn 2. Or turn 3. And this will work out. Now I can play tap land next turn and direct current their thing. Yeah, I'm not blocking. No way am I blocking. And that's fine. Shoot that, hit you for 3. Make a 3/3? Sure. What's the play here? Muse Drake? Muse Drake seems good. Am I still attacking? I think so. I'll let Muse Drake block the fresh-faced recruit. Cool. They don't want to do that anymore. So now totally Lost gets to take care of the zombie army when I want it to. I can also go Aven Eternal plus Slimebind this turn, which is going to be my play. You're going to counter that. Okay. Maybe I just go Grazer this turn then, instead of the Slimebind? Yeah, let's do that. This is going to block the recruit. Yep. We're both at 10. Attack ya. I think I'm just chilling here. I can try to just win the game next turn. So if they attack with this, I can say no blocks, go to 7. Then if they do nothing... Okay, so they're going to do something. They're going to make me return this to my hand. Sure. We'll kill their 3/3. Hit for 1. Oh, okay, that's fine. I was going to play Combine Guild Mage also, but I only have 1 forest, so can't do that. This has haste. We'll probably use this with haste at some point. If they attack, I block with Grazer very easily. Just snap off that block. This has power. This wins me the game. This doesn't. This just blocks. So. Explosion. Yeah, I mean, that happens. I'll give this haste. Attack them to 1, and then the flyer or the direct current next turn is lethal. So, there we go. We've made it all the way up to 5 wins. Sorry, my voice is weird this morning. 5 wins with this weirdo deck, which is pretty good. We'll keep this hand. Hello. We've got Even Eternal and Direct Current to deal with early stuff. Angrath is a nice follow-up to that. Looks like they are going to be aggressive. Okay, don't really want to draw 6 drops when I'm fighting, facing down some creatures. Okay. I feel like I just need to use Direct Current here. I guess I can go Even Eternal and then use the flyer to block the 2/1. So this can block this. Yep. We'll trade here. Then I can go... What's the play this turn? Shoot Oncrop Invader, play tap land, or land Angrath. Turn this into a 3/3. It can block Turret Ogre, but then Angrath dies. I think I'm doing this. Take 5, go to 9, and then try to stabilize from there. No blocks. Cool.
Here be monsters.
Amass 2, turn this into a 3/3. No attacks. Yeah. Kind of had to expect that something like that was coming, but had to try to play around it. Straight to the top's never what you want to see when you're behind like this. They have Gruul Spellbreaker, really? So they can just hit me to 1? Yep.
Back to the
Untapped land?
trains in the storm wrecks.
Tapped land isn't gonna do it. Yeah, good game. This can shoot that. Guess we're dead. Opponent had a very nice draw there. We almost stabilized, though. We were close. If this was an untapped land, we get to play a 4/5 and a 2/2. 2/2 can block that. 4/5 can hold off the other things. And then the Pollen Bright Druid gets to pump up the stuff. Yeah, I mean, we were close to surviving here. The Sphinx could have reset this also. That would have been sweet. So yeah, play this next turn, make a 4/5 and a 2/2. Assuming they brick, which is a big assumption, but they've hit every turn this game, so maybe they do brick for a turn. Then we get to play Rescuer Sphinx to reset the Manticore, pick up the Manticore, have a 4/3, and then play Pollen Bright Druid to turn this into a 3/3 and this into a 5/4. Would have been pretty good. Not sure if it would have been enough, but that would have been pretty good. So what did we learn here? Well, I went in with a plan. My plan was to take as many gates pack 1 as possible, and then just take good cards from the next couple packs. And that kind of worked. I was really hoping to get a gate payoff, which didn't happen, but I was able to play like my Hydroid Crisis and a bunch of these other Simic cards because I took some of the blue-red guild gates. I don't think this deck was perfect, but I think it did have some powerful cards in it, like Sharkdo Crab and Crisis, and the removal was kind of iffy. But we had some evasion and some ways to stall out the game. So this deck was a solid okay. I don't regret trying to force the Gates deck because I think that deck is tons of fun. And if this is your backup plan, if this is what your deck looks like when that plan A falls apart, I think it's okay. So that's going to be it for me for today. I hope you've enjoyed my couple of videos on this draft format. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.